Hello and a very warm welcome. Driver ratings for the Monaco Grand Prix. All 20 drivers covered as we rate them out of 10 for their weekend. Max wins the race and rain caused chaos late on. Let's cover it. Driver ratings does divide opinion. So yeah, let's get into it. And I've got to say, big shout out to everyone watching these videos. Driver ratings is doing it insane. Definitely my most viewed Formula 1 videos. Yeah, these videos do well. I don't know whether it's the graphics that I've done this season or... Anyway, let's get into it. We start with Max. So yeah, Max, gotta be 10. A mega pole lap. He risked it all. Was prepared to hit the wall to get pole. And he got his just reward. And then he dominated the race. Pretty tricky in the wet, hit the wall, but yeah, he was always in control. 3-time champion. Sergio Perez, 0. Absolutely dog shit is putting it kindly. He's in the fastest car. Q1, he puts it in the wall. He's qualifying 20th. And then in the race, he was basically a contact magnet to everyone. Unacceptable by Sergio Perez. And if he keeps that up, he will be getting replaced. Shocking. Deserves 0. Champion my ass. Into Scuderia Ferrari. Charles Leclerc, 5. He qualified 3rd, but he blocked Norris in the tunnel, so he goes down 3 places. Then he finished 6th in the race. Not that great. So yeah, 5. Carlos Sainz, 5. Hit the wall in practice 2. Qualified 4th. Finished 8th. Once again, the Ferrari strategy is not good. Carlos very angry. He hit the back of Ocon. They were oohing and ahhing whether to pit Carlos because he had a bit of wing damage. And then, yeah, just a mess. And then he spun off at Mirabeau. Yeah, a bit of a mess for Ferrari. Into Aston Martin. Fernando Alonso, 10. Driver of the season so far. 41 years of age, picking up podiums left, right and centre. I think that's his 5th podium out of 6. Yeah, he got so close to pole, and then in the race, P2 is the best he could have done. And yeah, 10. Lance Stroll, 0. Absolutely awful. He qualified 14th. I don't know what it's all about. His teammates in seconds. And you contrast this. Alonso, 5 podiums out of 6. Stroll's not even stepped on the podium yet. And this is a competitive Aston Martin. Yeah. I mean, like, again, contact magnet for everyone. He must have hit his wing 5 times. It's like so bad by Lance Stroll. He's literally going around the wall as if he's playing the F1 game. Shocking. Yeah, Alonso schooled him. Lewis Hamilton, 8. Now, he had a crash in practice 3 at Mirabeau. Qualified 6. Boosted to P5. And then he finished 4th in the race. Very strong race by Lewis. Quite surprised he didn't give it more of a go on Ocon, but fastest lap as well. George Russell, 5. Now, my driver, but I've got to mark him down. And this is where no favouritism comes in here. Because, as you know, I don't like Lewis anymore. But I've got to mark my driver down this time. Yeah, he qualified 8th. Overdriving, disappointing. Yeah, and then he made a big mistake. He actually jumped Ocon and Lewis. He was in 3rd. He had the podium. And then he made a mistake. Again at Mirabeau. Yeah, big mistake by George. And then he rejoined and hit Perez. Got a 5-second penalty. That mistake cost him a podium. That's why I've marked him down. Into McLaren and a double points finish. Get in there. Lando Norris, 8. Hit the wall in Q2. Qualified 10th. Finished 9th. And McLaren were very quick in the wet conditions. Oscar Piastri, 8. P11. qualifying, and he's not far off Lando Norris. Piastri is performing very well. Norris, he's been at the team a long time. Piastri's doing a good job for me. He scores a point, finishing P10, and again, very fast in wet conditions. Lando put a lovely move on Yuki Tsunoda as well. Valtteri Bottas, 6. Qualified 15th. Finished 11th. A slow pit stop cost him. That's a strong performance by Valtteri to finish 11th. Guan Yu Zhou, 2. Qualified 19th. Finished 13th. Not much more to add with Guan Yu Zhou. Honestly, he is the most difficult driver to mark. Always. Jumping into Alpine. What a weekend they had. Esteban Ocon, 10. Qualified 4th. Qualifying star. Finished 3rd. Race star. Driver of the weekend. Esteban Ocon. Sensational. Brilliant by Latour Baguette. Fantastic performance by Esteban Ocon. A lot of people say he's overrated. Well, that is outstanding. Gasly, 8. Qualified 7th. Finished 7th. Did he? Yeah. Qualified 7th. Finished 7th. Very solid points, but he wasn't happy with the strategy. He's one of those guys that put on the dry tyres and then a couple of laps later had to come back in for inters. AlphaTauri, 1'1", 8. Now, I feel gutted for 1'1". He's in the points, he's running 9th, and then the wet weather comes, and for some reason Yuki was abysmal in the wet. I mean, he got mugged off really by Lando Norris. He had a brake issue, and it seemed to get worse when in the rain. Yeah, he deserved points, did 1'1". Nick De Vries, 7. No, it's not snowing. I'm actually giving De Vries 7. I think he'd be lucky if he's got over 5 this season. But credit where it's due. Marco's asked for a response, and he's kind of responded. He qualifies 12th. That's his best qualifying in Formula 1. And his best finish in Formula 1, as he finished 12th. So credit where it's due. I'll give De Vries his credit there. He needs to do it more often now. Haas F1. Here we go. Nico Hulkenberg, 0. Oh, wow. Shocking, both Haas's. P18, P17 he finished. He dive bombed Logan Sargent at the start of the race, Hulkenberg. Kamikaze move. Don't know what he was doing. Really bad. And yeah, Haas just seemed to be contact magnets. Kevin Magnussen, 0. Magnussen, wow. It started raining. Magnussen stayed out on dry tyres. Then he hit the wall. I mean, very good. Like, just when you come into that bus stop chicane, he like parts it. Perez hit the back of him. He pulled a really good move on Logan Sargent. But yeah, too much contact, Kevin Magnussen, going back to his old ways. Into Williams, and last but not least, Alex Albon. Oh, I've got 5 written on my sheet, but I've got 6 written down here. I don't know about this one. Might have to put Alex to a 5. Oh, I'm oohing and ahhing here. Yeah, I think I'm going 5 because the reason I'm going 5, big shunt in practice 1. He qualified 13th, which was a great effort. He's obviously hammering Logan Sargent. It's Q1 where he was 3rd. Unbelievable. But yeah, the race did not go as planned. Albon pitted early, and then really, they didn't make any progress as he finished 14th. Logan Sargent, 0. Oh, Logan. Out of his depth, probably. Swimming in the deep end with no armbands. F1 looks too big for him. He actually had a good qualifying, missed out on Q2 by fractions, and then in the race, he became like a roadblock, a traffic block. He was slowing the whole field down. Then Magnussen got him, and then he lost like 3 positions in 3 corners. Yeah, going through the tyres, not good. So there we have it, driver ratings for the Monaco Grand Prix. We go on to Spain next. Like I say, these videos do amazing. Thanks for the support. And if you're watching and you don't usually comment, drop a comment. Yeah. There we have it. Monaco weekend done. Adios.